Multi-section solid is a very fantastic tool. I decided to have another example, and that's going to be a little more complex. So let's go to File menu and select New Part and hit OK. Part 1 is the name, that's okay right now. I'm going to save this as another name. And first of all, I need to create a plane about 250 millimeters above the XY plane, and that's going to be a good place to create my plane. Now you can see both plane here. And I'm going to select XY plane first of all. Go to Sketch Environment and draw an ellipse here. About here, it's okay. This is going to be minor axis. I want to remove these coincidences. These are not okay. These coincidences are going to go again. But you can add some constraints like the semi-minor or semi-major axis, and that's going to be good constraints to add. So I exit my workbench. I go to the plane that I've created, that's plane 1, and click the sketch environment, fit all in to see this. And I'm going to pan down a little bit. I select a circle and draw the circle right here. So this is going to be the circle that I have created. Again, I don't want to have this coincidence, but I can add some other constraints such as diameter or the distance between the center of this to the center of my coordinates. So I exit my workbench. Now I have two different sketches here. Now I want to add a guide, and that guide is going to be used as a spine for what I'm going to create. So I select YZ plane. This is the perpendicular plane to these two planes. So I go to the sketch environment, and you can see these two right now. I press Control page down to zoom out a little bit, and you can see this two sketches. Now I select the spline by going to this operation toolbars and toolset, of course, and I do not have to have a coinciding point with the sketches that I have created here. So first point is going to be here, the second point is going to be here, and the third point is going to be here. And I press escape to end my spline. Of course, you can see that this spline is not what I expected to have. I can modify this spline, or I can delete this and draw it again. Let's modify this by double click on this spline. I can see that the spline definition is going to be open. So the first point is the beginning point, the second point is the ending point. You can see that I can add some points before or after this point. And add point after is selected, so I select the first point. By selecting the face point and clicking some point between these 2 points, I add some control point here. And I'm going to remove the constraint again. So I press Control Z first of all. Again, double click on the spline. Again, click here. And you can see coincidence. I will remove this later. I want to add another control point here. So I have 4 control points right now. I press OK. And now I remove the coincidences that I don't want to have them. If you do not want to have automatic constraints, you can go to Sketch Tool and remove the geometrical or dimensional constraint. Here, the geometrical constraints are applied automatically. I don't want to have this. So I can grab each point and draw it where I want. This is going to be the first place. This is going to be here. And now this is going to be here. That's okay. This is a good spline. Now I can select this and make this a little, more bending like this. I exit my workbench. Now I have 3 sketches. I click on the blank area and now select multi-section solid. First thing, I select these 2 sketches. And the second thing, I go to spine tab here, activate the dialog box and select this. Now you can see this is selected. So I click on preview. You can see that this has, let's click OK first and rotate a little bit. You can see that this is a little too narrow here. It is not a cusp, but it is too much of narrowness. And this is because the 2 sketches that I have used for the body are not the same. So the thing is, I can change the sketches, or I can go and select the control points and move them around. So I click on multi-section solid so that the dialog box is open. And now let's rotate a little bit to show you what I'm going to do. You can see that some control points are here, some closing points, of course. I can see this control points have an arrow. So if I click on the arrow, you can see that it changes its direction, and temporarily it is red because it tells me I have to calculate this again. So I click on preview and you can see that it has calculated this. I click on OK and rotate it a little bit and you can see that this is perfect right now. Of course, as I told you, you need to change control points several times if you have some more complex shapes such as polygons or such things for the ending and starting sketch. But here, because this is a circle, it has only one control point, so I clicked on that and you can see that this is perfect right now. Now to end this section, I want to add some more items to this. I select this face and select the sketch. I want to fit everything in. I'm going to add a rectangle here. I exit my workbench. Now that I have this, I want to pad this. And instead of going down, I want to go up. So I click on reverse direction, 20 millimeters is OK, and I click OK. Now let's rotate this a little bit. Select Insert, Dress Up Features, and Edge Fillet. And I'm going to select this face for Edge Fillet. So every edge that is connected to this face is going to apply the Edge Fillet. About 10 millimeters is OK. So I click OK. You can see the Edge Fillet is applied to this. Now I'm going to add another edge fillet to this face. So I select this face, go to Insert, Dress Up Feature, Edge Fillet, and now it's going to be about 5 millimeters, I guess. So I press OK, and you can see that the edge fillet is applied to this face as well.